Hello and welcome back. We are Wake the Bugbear. I am Andrew, the Warden, and this is episode 2 of our Mothership RPG campaign number 1. I'm here with John, I'm here with Doug, and I'm here with Josh and Sam. How are we all feeling? You think it was a strong first episode? Everyone's nodding. It's a podcast.
Started off with a bang.
Very strong. Yep.
A couple of bangs, yeah.
A couple of bangs, yeah.
Well, look,
it was very girthy start.
what I have to do is I have to deal with the fact that a campaign is different to a one-shot. So the first episode of a campaign of anything is going to be an introductory episode about the characters. Obviously, it's less action-packed than a Mothership one-shot, but that's because it's a campaign. It's all about setup.
It's just a campaign, guys.
It's just a campaign.
So, you know, for the episode 1 of a Mothership, I was worried that I was like, oh no, this is too boring. But it's like, compare this to episode 1 of Ghosts of Gauntlegrim or whatever. It's kind of along those lines.
Yeah, Ghost of Gauntlegrim is in fact our Dungeons & Dragons campaign, which we played for 3 years, and there's over 122 episodes of it. Please check it out if you like that sort of thing.
And it's finished.
And it's finished.
It's a complete story.
Exactly.
done.
Not many people can say that, John.
Yeah.
I'm glad we can.
You can binge listen to it.
Yeah.
You can.
In fact, I did, so that I could make a
Stats.
stats.
Well, yes, but now, forget all that. We are playing Mothership, and this is, no doubt, you have heard a bit of the Pound of Flesh module being opened and entered into. This is what we are playing, obviously, to connect the campaigns together. This is a station that was written, I think it was one of the second books for Mothership.
So is Pound of Flesh just like a campaign?
It's a station. It's a campaign staging point. It gives you a home station where all these events are happening and interconnected plots and NPCs. And a lot of people use it as a staging point for a campaign where they go off and do missions. They come back to the station to relax.
Pound of Flesh is what Gordon gave in the first episode.
So Andrew,
he gave Flesh a pound.
would you say would you say that it's a bit like the Gauntlegrim campaign materials that you used, where it's got a couple NPCs and a couple events that are happening?
I would say that. You can explore as much or as little as you want.
So we're in good hands.
In good hands.
Good hands.
Are we all ready to get back into it?
Mm-hmm.
Sam, I believe you're up first with a little hint of your character, because you got so starved last time of these people hogging the limelight.
I wouldn't say I was starved. I enjoyed listening.
Satiated.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I will be satiated. I am satiated. I want to get into it.
Good. Let's get into it.
You'll never be satisfied.
Here we go. As the title music is playing, let us begin episode 2.
Title music composed by our own me.
We cut back a few months ago. Dr. Cameron Elias, you are in recovery after a very traumatizing experience. You are seated in front of a representative of Nakatomi Solutions, and he looks through your file. Hello. Cameron, is it? Dr. Elias?
Yes. How long's it been?
It was about 3 months since your incident. Yes, sorry. Hello, I'm Dr. Peter Watson. I am a psychiatrist here at Nakatomi Solutions. I have been referred to you by my superiors of your file, and I believe you have some things to talk about. How are you feeling since the incident on Tau Sigma 7?
I'm hurting. It's hard to sleep. I just have these horrible nightmares. There's flesh and gore, and it was just supposed to be a routine sample collection.
Yes, I believe you were there to find rare metal deposits, and you contacted this biological hazard.
Yes, it's definitely a hazard. I don't know if anybody knew that it was there, but nobody told us anything. They brought me along as an exobiologist. I was there to ensure the safety of the crew if there was any alien life form, but nothing could have prepared us for that.
Yes, of course, I've heard the reports. It's a rather traumatic experience. We, of course, have all the medication available for you to help you deal with this. But if there's anything I can do further, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Is that what you recommend? Medication?
Well, we do have therapy sessions. We can continue our sessions here, and I can refer you to a more long-term care if that's applicable. What would you like to do? It'll all be paid for by the company.
I just want to be able to sleep.
We do have something for that, yes.
Okay, let's start there, and maybe somebody to talk to.
Sure. Would you prefer artificial or human counselor?
Human, I think. Yes,
Very
human.
well. Okay, I'll make sure I sort it out for you. And we at the company are very sorry this happened, and we'll do our best to support you and help you recover.
She rubs the scar across her chest, which is still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
It's quite raised and red. Okay, I appreciate it. This can't happen to anyone else. Does anybody know anything about that creature?
We have contained the area, and the harmful exposure has been limited, and it is undergoing study. But unfortunately, it's in the hands of the company now. So it will not be required anymore.
Okay. And I guess as the session ends,
Yeah.
she'll kind of leave the building, and as she does, she pulls the hollow disc from her pocket and presses the button, and the image of the creature appears holographically and starts to turn. She just looks at it really deeply and
You just stare
takes the
into
image
it,
in.
and the image just goes further and further, closer. And then it fades out. And then we cut back into the room. Very good, Sam. We cut back into the room, the heaven of Semenov's bar. You hear this slight hum as the sonic dampeners are working. So you know that anything within this room is completely untraceable. This is made for business deals aboard the station. It's completely secure.
I demand the cone of silence.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm literally just picturing him yelling and it not working.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it on.
And you hear this woman speak up. Hello, I'm thankful you've all arrived. I'm Megara Grimm. I work for Mercer, Special Operations Division. This is my bodyguard, Idris Ducate. Yeah, how you going?
Hey, big guy.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
Yeah, he's just saying hello.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He's friendly.
Would you please all hand over your cred sticks? I would like to scan to verify your identity. Idris, would you sort that out?
Well, I'm still a mama goods baby boy. I hand over my cred stick.
I've already had my eye scanned, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
Cameron stands and passes over the cred stick and looks at the three people that have joined and says, "Gentlemen."
Scars, good to see you again.
Yeah, he was staring at you when you were getting hosed.
Don't make it sound weird.
I'm just saying,
Staring at nothing.
if I'm next to him, I'll just fucking give him a little
Keep your mouth shut. You're a married man.
slap him
Married
on
man.
on the arm.
In my defense, I was looking at everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, as I said, thank you all for coming. Sorry about the secrecy, but you understand. What I'm about to tell you is for this room only, and you are not to repeat anything I say. Is that okay?
We're not to repeat anything you say.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, okay.
He was dropped on his head as a baby. Ignore him. One too many grab ball games.
We have a very sensitive operation available to the right people, and your firm came highly recommended. Your work for Mercer, Deep Space Logistics, over the last year has been exemplary, and we are on the lookout for specialist teams such as yourself. Would you describe yourself as such a team?
Yeah, I mean, like, we fought literal monsters, so I'm pretty confident that if you have something you need done, we can do it for you.
I can
Yes.
go and get the hand that I chopped off. I've still got it.
Well, your exploits aboard the Merciful Dawn are exemplary, are a legend. And it's amazing you were able to survive.
You tell me, pal. I got shot in the chest with a shotgun, point blank range. I don't know if anyone's told you that yet.
It was in report, I believe, yes.
Well, it hurt.
We have sent for an exobiologist. This is Dr. Cameron Elias. Would you like to introduce each other?
Dr. Craig, give her a little, 2-finger salute.
Yep.
Gordon, let me know if you want to get a better look at my ass later.
Yeah, I'm Rian Prince, and the more level-headed of the group.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that. I'm Scars.
Scars.
She gives
Everyone gets a
Dr.
nickname.
Craig a nod.
Well, it's nice to see you all hitting it off, of course. Let me just cut to the chase.
It's like Jesse Eisenberg in Batman vs. Superman. It's just, oh, look, it's Bruce Wayne and random journalist Clark Kent. I love bringing people together.
I'll just cut to the chase. Has everyone heard of the Cloud Bank Synthetics production facility?
I'll be honest. Nope.
Anyone? Dr. Elias, you would have heard of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
You don't need to roll. Just tell me.
Oh, I'll just tell you.
You can roll on top of table just to see what you want to say, to give yourself a little chance, but not a mechanical roll.
Does it sound like something I would have heard of?
Not particularly.
No, probably not.
You were
then.
not really interested in Android's production and
No,
things
I
like
hate
that.
androids,
What
so
if I'm a-
definitely not.
If I'm a Teamster, there must have been some trade union outrage when they sacked all of the factory employees and replaced them with the robots.
Yeah, I guess so. You've probably heard of it.
Scabs.
You've heard of Cloud Bank Synthetics. They make a lot of androids, or did decades ago.
Yeah.
I know of a synthetic production facility.
Yes, we've no doubt heard of this one. Yes, the Cloud Bank Synthetics production facility, now called The Deep, is a massive abandoned android factory, taken over by its industrial AI named Monarch.
Oh, fun. Yes, that is exactly what an AI should call itself. Good.
No, it was named Monarch.
Oh, even better.
Anyway, it's all ancient history. It is cordoned off by a ruthless blockade of corporate-backed troubleshooters, as they're called. The Deep is widely known about Rim Space to be the source of priceless artifacts. Pirates, companies, and artifact hunters alike travel from afar for the chance to procure said artifacts.
I probably would have heard vaguely of the Deep then.
Yeah. Maybe you know it, referred to as the Deep,
Yeah.
as a rumor.
Yeah.
This nightmarish place.
Yeah.
So what is it we're looking for?
Well, your companions betray you. You are not quite a simple man. That is a very good question. We have received an intelligence of a very specific artifact within the Deep itself. It is a complete astronomical database of an undiscovered system. We want your team to act as sole operator artifact hunters. We want you to enter the Deep to retrieve the database and then bring it back to us.
What about anything else we find along the way?
That is, of course, fair game. That is why many artifact hunters take on these missions. There are untold stories of people returning with such artifacts.
There's also untold amounts of maps and treasure hunters that you'll find in any old bar willing to sell you for a cheap credit. Look,
Only to find some old rusty scales at the end that kind of tell you the future and kind of don't.
I've heard of the Deep, and everything I've heard about it is it sounds like it's got everyone's ultimate wild dreams in there. Are we sure this database is actually in there, or is this a rumor? Because I don't get paid for rumors.
No, we have more than a rumor. Look, I'll be honest. We sent a team before.
Didn't come back out?
Obviously not.
Well,
The practice of this is, of course, highly illegal. And once we lost contact after the initial report, we were not able to regain contact.
So I'm guessing there's lots of stories of people going in and out, coming out of the deep.
Countless.
So I'm guessing that the Monarch is not friendly then.
No, but before you even get there, you have to deal with the troubleshooters. But luckily, we've got a man on the inside who can help you with that. We can help you get in, and we can help you get out. Once you are in the deep yourselves, it's fair game. You must navigate the whatever adversities you find and try to track down this artifact. You can take whatever you want for yourselves. That is not our concern. We just want the database.
Right. So how much are you paying, but also what kind of equipment will we have to make sure we stay alive?
Of course, always the practical one. That's what makes you the leader of this outfit, correct? Mr.
I mean,
Rian?
I assume so.
Yes.
Yes.
On the issue of payment.
Thank you. I'm not one to talk myself up, It sounds very cocky.
We have up to 50k credits in equipment you can procure before starting the mission, and then you will be paid each 250,000 credits upon completion of the mission.
Each.
Gordon's going to quickly do the math in his head and figure out, like, what's...
$12 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to figure out, like, what he could...
What the hell
It looks like he's thinking about something.
is at the other end of this map?
What are you talking about?
You said we're finding a map that leads to somewhere?
Yes.
What the hell is on the other end of this map?
You know Mercer deals within deep space logistics, and we send out sleeper ships to colonize all sectors of the galaxy. Information like this is a great benefit to the company. And of course, we are competing with many other logistics companies, and having this edge will put us ahead of the rest.
And it's worth over 1 million credits and 2 teams worth of people? You're not telling me something.
Well, what I'm not telling you, you do not need to know. It is confidential. We give you the job, we give you the payment upon completion, and you can keep whatever you find to yourselves.
So what kind of environment is it? Is it, are we going to a ship that has no air, or what does it look like?
It is a colossal space station factory, floating in the outer rim of a sector not too far, past the Dante sector.
But it sounds like it's not been maintained for quite some time. So would it, can I breathe in this place, or does it have gravity?
Reports I've heard, of course, it has limited gravity, it has air. It is a constant point of interest to pirates and artifact hunters. It is a regular occurrence for people to sneak past the blockade, bribe the troubleshooters, and dock on the station, dock on the factory, and raid its contents.
Do you know of any competition?
There's always competition. You will encounter all kinds.
For this map particularly?
I believe not. No.
Okay.
Do people have reports of what they normally encounter in there?
Those that have returned have either come back to riches or ruin, as they do not know what they have, or have something so valuable that they cannot control what they do with it.
Do you know where we can get some EMPs on this station?
I am not privy to that sort of dealings here. We have to keep a rather low profile, the company types. I'm not even supposed to be here. You will have to understand. What you procure is up to your own industriousness, if that's a word.
Okay.
What about inside the deep itself? Any reports of...
Well, look, you can ask around the other artifact hunters. You will be posing as them, so perhaps you can get some rumors around the Prospero's dream.
Yeah, where do people normally hire, you're talking to us, but let's say you are looking at normal artifact hunters, where would you normally hire such a crew?
They're usually sole operators. They work on their own.
Where would they be, like a recruitment office, like a bar, or...
No, of course not. It's all, under the table.
Yeah, exactly. So where would someone go to meet these people?
You can ask around. You can ask Sem at the bar if you want to. Actually, that brings me to my next point. We have procured a ship for you. It is a beat-up old Ava Industrial S5 Raider. It's a Class 1 light commercial shuttle. We've equipped it with a Jump 1 drive. It is being fitted out at the moment in the docking bay. Its registered name is the Taurus. You, of course, can rename it anything you want. But it should do the job of passing you off as a ragtag artifact hunters.
Do we keep the ship?
No, you don't. I like you.
Listen, I'm sure we can find something worth a ship down there.
You will, of course, be loaned this ship.
I mean, we wouldn't mind the ship. I mean, how much is a ship, right? I mean, you said
And
it
if
was
you-
beat up.
Rian, come on, man.
And of course, you'll be privy to the contract, signing over your company and all your assets if you
How much
fail the
would
mission.
small ships cost?
$75 million.
75 million. Okay. That's a question. That's all.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You basically have to sign over your company and all its assets to enter this agreement.
Jesus. Mercer don't fuck around.
Don't fuck around.
What did you say? I was writing down
75 million.
No. What after that? When you said
All of our assets and our
That's collateral.
Collateral, like all of our company and our assets and shit are collateral. So if we fail, we lose everything.
Yeah, if you take
We
the
also probably die.
if you take the ship and go, see ya, it's obviously to cover them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something specific we're looking for? Did they give us
A
something?
map.
A map.
It's a map. It's basically a space map.
Oh,
It's a database.
A map in space. A space map.
A space map.
space map is space.
The map of the space map that leads to Cusco.
Yes. The
it's all
Taurus
coming together.
the Taurus is currently dry dock, being fitted with a commercial jump-on drive that should get you there and back, but no further. And I will put it on you all to put together a crew, but it'd be best not to mention the specific artifact or details about your employer.
Does Mercer have a bad reputation or something?
No, we're a very reputable company, but of course, this type of operations is highly illegal. We are not. This is not the kind of business Mercer likes to officially have on its books.
Well, Mercer surprised us before, but it's not going to offend me. I'm in.
I don't think that was Mercer's fault, but sure.
If you accept, we have a man on the inside of the troubleshooter vessels, a communications officer by the name of Miguel Moreno. He will be the officer on shift when intercepting arrivals in the next 3 months he's on duty. He will appear to take the bribe already organized, and he will clear your vessel to pass through the blockade.
The Taurus specifically, right?
Yes.
Okay. Question, you haven't hired anyone else for this job before.
He did, and they
Yeah.
died.
They died.
Yes, they did not return.
Who were they? Like, did they also get a share? What kind of equipment would they maybe have used?
Yes, it was about a crew of 6, I believe, consisted of military personnel and cybernetics specialist. They were given 6 months. They sent back a first report that they have found the artifact, but then all reports ceased, and our contact did not have them come back.
What was the name of their ship?
The
Doors.
Ramirez.
The Ramirez. Did they give a rough location of where they were when they found the artifact?
No.
What was the time frame between that check-in and when you declared them missing?
They were given 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't check in after 2 months.
Okay, so that...
Communication, of course, is quite slow. We usually get monthly updates. They would send a comms to one of the troubleshooters' ships in the blockade, and he will refer the message to Mercer.
Do we have a rough idea of where this map is?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, the crew capacity of the Taurus is 8. There's obviously 4 of you here. You will need to sort out 4 more people. However much you want to take on the mission, that is up to you.
Preferably a pilot, a cybernetics expert, or a droid expert, and someone that's good at getting into places that they shouldn't be getting into.
Excellent. I do believe you sounds like you're accepting the mission.
Are we in, Cap?
Yeah, I've got some ideas on how we can do this.
They want to know if you're accepting the mission.
Yeah, I'm saying yes.
Okay.
Putting together a team.
I'm putting together a team. All right.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm happy with that.
Well, you heard the man. Black Swan's in.
We get 6 months as well, right?
You will need to leave within 3 days before you reach the window. Good luck. And you all walk out of Sem's bar. Or you maybe stay in Sem's bar and go down back to the drinks.
We go down.
What, to the ecstasy?
You're a married man.
Is Sam aligned with those dudes? He's just a local dude, right? He's just a local know-it-all.
Yeah, he's a local know-it-all.
Yeah, I want to talk to Sam, please.
Oh, hello. How was your meeting? Welcome back.
Yeah, the meeting was good. Listen, I heard there's a place called Deep, right? That treasure hunters go to.
Fucking straight out the gate.
Rian.
I heard a rumor that there was this place that you could like go to like hunt treasure, right?
Rian.
One of the people was selling some like drugs and stuff. He's saying you want to get rich quick scheme.
Oh, the Deep. Yeah, I've heard lots about the Deep. What do you wanna know?
How do you find someone who's going to the Deep?
Oh, lots of people going to the Deep. Yes,
yeah.
my friend.
I mean, like who? Do they like take people? Like,
Do they take people? No.
Is there like a get rich quick scheme or what is it?
Yeah, anyone crazy enough to go to that stink hole just does it, man. Oh, sorry,
right.
I changed my name. Anyone crazy enough to go to that stink hole, that station of death, is more than welcome to.
Oh, do people die in there or something?
Yeah. People die all the time.
Hey man, I don't know anything about it. It's like,
Are you? Is that what you are? You're artifact hunters?
not really, but I don't get paid a lot for my job, So I'm trying to retire early.
Well, you definitely retire early.
Okay, maybe not die. But what if I wanted to hire people? There are some tough people around here, right? I'm
There's
sure.
tough people everywhere. You just
Yeah.
ask around.
Where I find the toughest people?
You could go try the rejects from the Tempest Company. You could go try have you got a ship?
I mean, I'm hoping to find someone with their own ship.
Well, you guess you need a pilot.
We need a pilot.
You probably need one of those androids if you have to jump to the place.
I suppose we do. What about a cybernetics expert?
Why? Just
Why are you in on this?
no, hang on. Just on top of the table. Why are you asking a bartender how to do your mission? This is madness.
Yeah, I'm not.
No,
Is this
it's
what you're
like
doing?
he's listing off like types of people. So
I'm
You were a map
I'm trying
in
to
the
find. I'm
would you
trying to
be?
find a pirate captain with their own ship, his or her own ship.
And
That's-
just to be
I'm
clear,
just asking about that.
clear, these are your characters you've made over the last month that you're going to recruit.
I don't know who's spares. I don't know. I know his one,
Exactly.
and that's it.
So let's go. What do you think your team think you would need?
I want an android because we're going to a
Yeah,
robot factory.
We'll say it.
Yeah, I want an all-powerful interdimensional being that will.
That's omniscient.
Someone with several shotguns.
So
No.
would you?
well,
Are
you
you?
can buy them.
Are you for just talking about your plan in the bar?
I'm not
No.
talking about this to the bartender.
Or would you like to?
I'm asking the bartender about. Hey, I heard there's this get rich quick thing. Like you can go and do pirates go there? Do normal people go there? Just scoping out what people normally talk about for this place.
yeah,
and,
sure. You need some crazy bastards to go in there.
I mean, there's anyone that you know of that's going there sometime soon. I want to ask them questions, huh?
No, I don't run the artifact hunter recruitment agency, mate. Just go
There's
ask
an
around.
agency. There's an agency.
I was being sarcastic.
Rian, what the fuck are you doing?
How about
Look,
ask?
I've got other customers to serve.
No problem. Okay, so just to make it less awkward, if you want to ask me questions, after the conversation, you can more than just ask Rian the question and be like, hey, what was that about? That was weird. And I'll just answer you. That's fine. I was literally just trying to be like, hey, I wonder if there's anyone with their own ship. I'm basically trying to find someone to scam
Right.
into doing part of the job for us.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why I'm saying who's got their own ship? Who knows these kinds of things? And maybe we can follow them. And
I'm just worried that we're revealing what we're going to do. So now it's going to be gossip.
we reveal a lot if you start asking me to say everything that's going on in my head while I'm having the conversation. So yeah, I'm just trying to see where do pirates hang out, who has their own ship, who's the rough and tough crew in this area, who'd be like, oh, fucking pussy, I'm gonna go out there and get my own artifacts, better stay away from him.
So you want to hire some contractors to come along with you, like a crew?
Well, I just want to ask about where do people go to find the rough and tough people? Where would someone find a pirate crew? Let's say I wanted to smuggle something. Where would they be? You would
You would have to talk to the Golyanova Dve Bratva. the mafia.
Yeah.
perhaps, the Novos.
The Novos.
Yeah, they're the criminal organization running this place.
Yandees people.
Yandees
Yeah,
people.
okay.
And they run the Temperance.
That's essentially what I'm trying to figure out is like who's the big bad
Yeah, you could definitely-
wolves of this
The big cheese.
You could probably find
big cheese, see?
Tempest mercenary probie or initiate to come with you and hire one of
Okay.
those, like a military man.
Because
of
if there
course.
was some group of pirates that go out doing crazy shit all the time, I might suggest to the crew that we follow them at some point, and if they're small enough, like go and try and fuck someone up and steal their shit.
What do you mean steal their shit? Their equipment?
Yeah, essentially.
Like-
or we just hire them and offer to pay them less than what we're getting paid. Be like,
Outsourcing.
yeah, pretty much. We're like, hey,
And-
we'll pay you 40,000 to smuggle some shit
And send that
out of the
and send that crew into the deep?
yeah, and then follow them because we've already got our own passcode, so we'll get in no problem.
What?
Don't worry. If it's, I will write you a novel one day.
Okay.
You can read it and then fucking forget it.
but Black Swan is going aboard the Taurus and
Yeah, I know.
sorting out your crew and going to. You want to hire another group
No.
to go to the deep as well?
Don't worry.
Subcontracting of subcontracting of subcontracting. We're going to do that.
This is how the get rich quick scheme works. It's actually a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
So we onboard another crew of people and they pay to be part of it. And then,
multi-tier marketing scheme.
yeah, we're at the top of the pyramid.
Did you hear
But
about
why?
that story of, I think it was like in Japan,
not-
of like the
John, it
person
was a
that
joke.
hired someone to kill his wife, and then that person hired someone, and then that person hired someone, and then that person, and it went down to like 6 or 7 people involved, and then one of them coughed to the cops, and then all 6 of them got arrested.
So what you're saying is
because they just kept subcontracting it down.
So what you're saying is it's like Attack of the Clones.
It was fucking amazing.
Would you like to
Yes.
go see your ship?
It is the most.
Yes.
I just
Yes.
looked at the layout of it then, and it is wild.
So, Dr. Craig, you open up your little tablet
Mhm.
and you're given the schematics and the transponder codes to the Raider, the Taurus. Are you going there?
I need to buy some stuff first.
Sure. You've got 3 days to buy your shit, then to get a crew together. Let's split up.
I'm going to go look for an android
Sure, Gordon.
so I can roleplay with myself.
This
you can.
wasn't the point, but yes, we can do that if you want to do that.
Well, do we want to roleplay with
It's
each
just
other
not
or
right.
ourselves?
Nope, not you.
Not that
Do we
one.
want to roleplay with each other or ourselves? Is the question here.
Do you want to recruit each other or recruit your own person?
I've always heard that role playing's better with others.
Yeah, I feel like we should recruit other players.
Okay.
So then you're not
Go
sitting
role
there
play with yourself.
talking to yourself.
All right,
Oh, but
Gordon.
it'd be so good. It'd be funny
All right,
as.
well,
You can't look for...
I'll look for a pilot then.
All right.
All right.
So you head to the dry dock to look at your ship, to look at the Taurus.
Yeah.
And you make your way through back to the area. Along the way, you're encountering some beggar, and he's just kneeling on the ground in front of you. Please, can you spare some change? I need some credits. Pay the oxygen bill.
All right.
All right. I'll need. How many credits do I need? I'll find out.
Just don't
Not change. I need something specific.
Just don't bring the number up.
I need.
Hey, I'm looking for a pilot. Yeah, I'm like the best pilot ever. Give me 100,000 credits.
I need just 6 credits. I can pay my day.
Okay, 6 credits. You know what? 12.
Oh, thank you. Bless you. Bless you.
That's enough for a shot of gin.
And he runs off, crawls off. It looks like one of the Doptown residents, or it looks like one of a beggar from the Choke,
Yeah.
which is where the deoxygenated people live, forced to live. But you don't know how he's here. And you may reduce that stress you gained previously that you didn't wipe. Because remember, you had a horrific dream.
You didn't expend.
I sacrificed my my recreation for the sake of narrative.
Of course, and you're better for it. You head to the dry dock and you make your way through, and you just look out the window and you see your ship in space. And we focus in on a character wearing a vac suit who comes into the airlock, comes through, and you're just watching this, Gordon. Doug, who do we see coming out of this dock wearing a vac suit?
Taking off his helmet and sitting at a side, he pulls a little old school trucker hat out and puts it on his head and sort of straightens his back out, looking around for his cat, realizing he's probably at the bar. A young man, a withered man, got a little bit of growth growing on around his face, looking a bit haggard, looking a bit wiry. You see on his vac suit the name Dutch. As Jeremiah Dutch comes out of his work area.
You walk to Dockmaster Loesch's office. Gordon, you see this Dockmaster wizened man that's hunched over, coughing loudly with a can of soda in his hand, and you just overhear their conversation. So, Ducky, have you finished the repairs? That job order's supposed to be done 3 days ago.
Yeah, she's done. I mean, I can't fix a raider any more than I can, but she'll fly. She'll even jump.
Huh. Would never think you could shove one in there, but you're quite the engineer.
Well, more of a pilot than an engineer.
Oh yes, that reminds me. Someone here is asking for a pilot.
Yeah?
Yeah, some old dude with a bald head and muscly guy kind of thing. He's just hanging around out there watching the ships come in.
He's got about 2% cone head.
Is he paying all right?
I don't know, he's just come here looking for a pilot. Maybe since your job's finished, thought you might be into it. I haven't got any more work for you for the next few months.
All right. Guess I'll get back in the old saddle then.
And walking up to you, Gordon, is Jeremiah Duck.
You a pilot?
Sure am. What do you need?
Pilot.
Well, I gathered that much, smartass. You looking for a jumper or a local?
Jumper.
Right, well, I can jump. Where do you need me to go?
You ever heard of the deep?
Boy, are you fucking insane? You want me to go to the deep?
You're not gonna go down there, you're just gonna take us there.
Fuck me. Right, that's gonna cost you.
Sure.
100,000.
Fucking hell.
How much are we being paid?
$250 each,
250,000 each?
plus another 50 in normal funds for company funds.
70k.
75.
Done.
And I ain't going down there.
It's alright.
Done.
I'm Gordon.
Dutch. Or Ducky.
Shake hands.
Nice. And we fade out.
He's not going down there? How are we going to get in?
And we fade out.
Remember how I said you wouldn't have to go down there?
What do you think, audience? Do you think he's going to have to go down there at some point?
Maybe. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Nobody's told him that it might be a 6-month endeavor.
Yeah, we'll just jettison him out when we get to the entrance and have to pay our way in. Yeah, I told you wouldn't have to go down there. Whee!
And we cut to Dr. Cameron Elias. You're walking with Rian and parting your ways. You've seen Gordon walk off. Dr. Craig, you're still there, perhaps.
I would have to do a little bit of shopping.
Sure, you go off to do some shopping, and Dr. Cameron, what would you like to do? What would you think?
Well, I need to get some. I also need to work through my shopping list of gear that I need.
Sure,
We can go off shopping together.
that's fine. And you guys just send me the list. You can come out of the company fund. You've been paid 50k,
I already just paid it out of my own funds then.
or you can just reimburse yourself from the company fund. But yeah, you've got your stuff.
Awesome.
Doesn't take you long.
Thank you.
Find the right suppliers. You don't mention what you need it for, hopefully.
No.
And Dr. Cameron, what are your thoughts? What are you looking for in a team? You know Gordon's gone off to get the pilot, or try to.
Yeah, we're Teamsters, so we just had a great little...
The Teamsters, man!
A great little
Salt of the
drink.
blood of the earth! Salt of the earth!
So I'll speak to Rian and say, well, I don't really know anyone around.
Yeah, I
These
don't know
parts?
anyone either. That's why I was asking the bartender.
What sort of specialist would you think you would need, do you think?
So we need an android.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any androids?
I mean, I know what androids look like.
But that's not what I asked. But yeah, okay.
But no, I mean, not here anyway. This is very isolated from the usual people that I talk to.
What do we need an android for?
You would need
John's backup character's an android.
Yeah,
because
that's who.
it's a factory full of androids and
also
machines.
if you're going on a jump drive, you know an android needs to operate the ship's systems as you're all under cryosleep. And it's good to have an android there even as a backup if the automatic system goes down. That's what they're good for.
Okay. And was there anybody else? Any other specializations?
We got a pilot, we got an android.
What about your backup characters?
What is the android anything in particular before we start doubling up?
What do you two first, and then we'll see how we can spin it.
Well, I haven't actually done anything yet.
Okay. So we need like a robotics expert, is what I'm thinking, and someone that can like get into places. You know, like a real handy tool man, like that can get through doors.
Like a jury.
Hey, Tony here.
Tony's back. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking. Because if there's androids, we need someone good with androids. And then I'm also thinking this is like a dead part of a station, so some sort of get-in person. You know what I mean? I'm thinking. What are you all guys' thoughts?
You want me to get in, get out? I'll do it for you for real cheap, huh?
Well, we need to find a way to get Narcissist into this story. I think the rest of them is somehow tied in. So, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I was going to bring Buck back, but he doesn't know anything except motivational quotes, really.
Fuck wild.
Yeah. So,
I love it.
we got them.
And when he first arrives on the station, he's buck naked.
What was Buck's actual mysticism?
Yep.
That's not necessarily not useful.
It's not decidedly terrible.
It's not complete
Is it
dog
helpful?
shit.
Meh.
What kind of scientist is... so we got Dr. Craig who does
Surgery.
what?
I'm a surgeon, so I'm a
The medical.
doctor.
And then Dr. Elias who does...
Exobiology.
So we've got like
Exobiology.
all sorts of biology covered.
Okay, so I'm going to have... How old is this station? This deep station? Super old?
Centuries.
Yeah.
Not quite a century. Maybe, yeah, almost a century.
99 years.
Okay. I mean, I can always have a history buff like an archaeologist.
Archaeologist would be cool. Let's go,
Doug was saying that we might need somebody who's like, can get into places.
like, physically or...
Yeah. If this part of the station's dead, if there's like places you've got to like break into
Like some kind of
or
techie.
open or whatever.
Yeah, if it was an all-rounder, I was thinking Tony might be a good...
I like the sound of Tony. I don't know anything about Tony, but I like
Jury
the sound
rigging
of
and
Tony.
mechanical repair.
Yeah, jury rigging and mechanical repair, explosives, things like that. Maybe get an explosives expert.
That is Tony.
Bring in Tony. Just bring in Tony.
I don't know how you felt about him. That's the other thing.
Bring him in.
What was wrong with Tony?
There's nothing wrong with Tony.
I don't know. I'm a self-conscious dude. Okay, so I was thinking if
It's good to have continuity.
cybernetics expert, I'm thinking if we buy some drones, because we can fit the drones with like thermal gear and night vision gear and all that. We can pilot a drone to be safe.
They're pretty expensive, but I guess we can afford
Yeah.
them now.
But we've got
already-
the money for it, I think.
I had a plan to buy myself, because I didn't know there was company funds, a recon drone with
Yeah.
binoculars and a bioscanner.
Yeah. Fitting it with like a thermal or night vision kind of situation as well,
salvage
because you
drone?
can put them on there.
Like the one that you had in Rat.
Yeah. All right, let's recruit some characters. Dr. Cameron Elias, I do believe we need an android. Let us go recruit an android.
Yep.
All right.
I'll just walk through the city,
So,
calling it Android.
okay, so this place where there's no oxygen, where there are desperate people living.
That is cordoned off and locked.
Okay.
You were going to be in there?
Which people do live in
You
there?
gonna make me go in there?
They're the people who can't pay their oxygen tax and basically sent to a prison and
Okay.
locked in.
Well, where's a place of like poverty
that.
The choke?
That would be...
besides
The
that?
ultimate poverty?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe back down to the brothel. I want somewhere where I could be a missionary.
maybe the Church of the Solarian.
Well, I'll hang out there.
I heard a rumor about that.
So,
I
yeah,
could tie together.
Dr. Cameron.
Could you be a drug pilgrim? Probably not, right?
No, but I'm highly religious.
How comfortable are you with putting things in your butthole?
All right, let's bring it on track. You head to the farm, Dr. Cameron.
Yes.
The farm, run by the Evangelical Solarian Church, ESC. The farm is both a principal grower of food on the Dream, as well as an important holy site for the Solarians, with thousands of pilgrims making their journey each year to see the Arnivalkia tree. Additionally, you have found out the farm is also a major producer of the drug of the Golyanovo Dve Bratva and the church's high gardener.
Yeah,
Has
he
a
is.
close relationship with Yandi, and they are the single source of the cash crop drug, Sycorax.
Is the tree... Oh, do I see the tree when I... What does the farm look like? Is it... I'm imagining like this enormous tree, and I don't know if that's accurate.
So you're not usually allowed to go to the tree unless you're there specifically for a pilgrimage, but
Gotcha.
you enter this area and you walk around the station. Let me go back to the station map. It's quite far. It takes you a couple of hours. Or maybe just, one and a half hours to get there. You go past the dry dock. You go past the various slickware facilities, and you pass by the Stellar Burn. Well, you're already there. And the farm is actually quite close, so let's just say half an hour. And you go to where you start seeing all these Solarian missionaries in sort of sun-swept robes of oranges and yellow. And they've got a little sunspot, a bindi, on their forehead, signaling them as members of the Solarian Church. And perhaps you see an android wearing this garb?
Sure.
Be converted?
On the inside, no. I'm still on my journey.
So, John, I'll just tell you,
Yep.
the ESC, or the Evangelical Solarian Church, also known as Invictus Sol, or the Dawn of the Unconquered Sun, is a polytheistic star-worshipping religion centered around the core belief that all energy in the universe comes from stars, and that the sun god worship is the oldest human religion, and therefore the ideology is that what most ties humanity to its roots. They practice solar astrology, sunbathing meditation, extensive training in agriculture and hydroponics, and the giving of seeds to the poor. So perhaps, Sam, you see this person giving out seeds to the poor.
Yeah.
What do we see, John? Who do we see?
Picture, he's almost like a mannequin man. So his skin is very pale and uniform across his entire face and his hands. And his hair is like, almost like it was glued down. It's the same color. Like, he probably had coloration that's now worn away a bit. He's got eyes that are black with yellow irises. Like golden yellow irises. And he's just got a very, very smooth, unassuming, generic kind of face. And this plastered Ken doll hair. But he's now got this sort of sunspot, like, crudely painted on. And he's just wordlessly doing the religious stuff. But he's like the only android there that seems to be one of the number of the congregation.
I don't know. This isn't really... I don't have any expertise in the kind of religion. But would it be normal to see an android participating in a religious practice like this?
No, in fact, the reason why he stood out so clearly is because he is an android doing these things. You're looking for an android, and you have maybe found one delivered to you, maybe by divine providence.
I'll approach. Are you just kind of handing out... Are they bags of seeds, or are they handfuls? Like, how does it work?
I guess, yeah. That.
They go to poor people, like to the poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll ask. I'll say, interesting. What are people expected to do with those seeds?
The smallest of seeds may sprout great trees. Faith is like a small seed that grows to be mighty.
So they grow trees from them?
Yeah, you're walking sort of in a grand farmer's market.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bustling with farmers markets, vendor stalls for fruits and vegetables, drugs and art and crafts. There's hundreds of shoppers just milling about and trading seeds, they're trading food, they're gifting their leftovers to the poor who come to get some food. You see silent meditation gardens, a short walk away where people are walking on the reflecting pools, and it's like a nature has been just shoved into this gritty, neon blasted station. It's quite serene.
Interesting. So what attracts an android to such practice?
It was the last wish of my previous owner that I would find a way to believe in God.
That's a big task to be left with.
I think about that daily.
Does this work keep you busy?
There is little else that I can do here for these people.
Is there some way that I could donate? Do you accept donations?
We accept tribute from any for the ministering of the faith.
I will donate 50 credits.
50,000 credits and a job.
50,000. Yeah. I'll donate 50 credits and I'll say, look, I hope that helps, but interestingly enough, we could really use the services of an android as part of our crew. Is that something you'd be interested in, or does this work call to you so deeply that you can't be taken away from it briefly?
I am still an android. I relish service of any kind.
Well, we should ensure that you're paid adequately for your time if you'd like to join us. Or we could donate that on your behalf to the church.
I thank you.
I suppose you'd like to know a little bit about what we're doing, or perhaps you'd like to meet with the rest of the crew and kind of get the full rundown of the mission.
Yes, I will come. I am mentally kinetic biomechanoid host. MKBH.
And how do I pronounce that?
Mukba.
Merkaba,
Merkaba.
God's chariot.
And we fade out.
All right, audience, you can stop clapping. We all know.
We focus in Dr. Craig Graham. You are winding down after a long day of shopping. Also on your agenda was to find a crewmate. Where are you looking?
I'm looking for a someone that can get me into places. A bit of an engineer-y, almost teamster-y, good at getting in, good at breaking down doors, good with his hands, good with tools.
They call me Boom Boom Tony.
So I'm probably going to be...
I make things go boom boom.
Or sometimes Bang Bang Tony.
I'm going to go to...
Depending on how you were raised, I mean the boom boom or bang bang
Or
tone.
sometimes Boom Bang or Bang Boom.
No, never boom bang.
bang.
You know what they say, bada bing bada boom.
Yeah. So I'll be going to the only place you'd find one of those kinds of people. The bar.
The toilet.
The toilet.
We just proved in that 10 seconds how much we needed Tony on this adventure.
So you maybe go to the bar after work hours is finished, and you go to where usually the Teamsters local union winds down, and it's getting pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
And you just walk into Stem's bar, and it's just going off.
Tony's not going to be in the bar. I'm going to tell you that first. So I'm going to let you look in the bar, and then when you leave, I'll tell you where he is.
So you spend about an hour looking in the bar, and you just see drunk Teamsters just completely off their tit and not really they've had a hard week's work. They just want to wind down. They just go, hey, fuck off, get out of here, buy us a drink or get the fuck out.
Yeah. He's like, I need someone that can keep his shit together when shit hits the fan. And
frustrated,
don't look like they do it.
Frustrated, Dr. Craig, you leave, and the music is pumping in the background as you walk away.
As you leave, when you're turning the corner around from where the bar is, you'll see down the alleyway there's like a couple steps that goes into one of the neighboring buildings, and there's a guy there with like a bottle of bourbon down on the floor, cigarette hanging out of his mouth. You can see some sparks flying as he's welding a door with his mask on, and takes the mask off, turns over to the side where there's a little kid. Hey, there you go, kid. Your mom and dad gonna be home soon? And then, he's like, maybe, I'm not too sure. They're always out at work. That's okay, kid. Hopefully that door's gonna work much better for you. Okay, you never even know I was here. All right?
Craig's like, perfect.
Take it easy.
Exactly what I'm looking for.
Hey, you got that sandwich? I'm kind of hungry. And he's just like gonna wait there until the kid brings him out a sandwich. He's getting paid in small food. Yeah.
Craig will walk up and be like, nice job on the door.
Yeah, thank you. What do I owe the pleasure?
Dr. Craig Graham. And he puts his hand out.
Yeah, okay, Doc. And he puts his hand out and he shakes it. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Well, what's your name first there, champ?
Name's Tony.
Tony?
Yeah, Tony.
That'll do. Look,
Not many people walk up to me in an alleyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you know what? That'd be a fair point. Look, I ain't gonna sugarcoat this none. We're putting a bit of a crew together. We're looking to go in somewhere a little risky.
Risky's fine, risky's good.
We need someone good with tools, good with doors, good with getting into places we're not supposed to.
I don't know if you saw, Doc, but I just fixed the door with some tools, so that's perfect.
This is why I'm asking you.
How much does the job pay for?
Tell you what, it's not gonna be a quick job, and it's not gonna be an easy job.
So it's gonna be a pricey job. Sounds like my kind of gig.
We'll go 50K.
Oh, 50K.
The contract lasts for about 6 months, but it could be longer, could be less.
How much are you getting paid?
I'm getting paid.
You getting paid?
That's all I
I'm thinking an even ton.
Doesn't even know what he has to do yet. Could be fixing a door. Maybe you want to say what he's in for.
Oh, I already told him what he's in for.
I mean, you're telling
Opening
me
doors,
you're
cracking
telling me
doors.
this is dangerous. You got someone who needs to work on a door. Sounds like something risky, and I don't put my neck out for nothing. You know.
Tell you what, even 75, and we got a deal.
Yeah, push the 80. Nice round number.
75's more rounder. That's
Nah.
a cool 3/4, my friend.
Neither 7 nor 5 is a round number. What are you talking about, man?
I mean, 5's got that little round bit at the bottom.
A little 5 round on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know. Look, Doc, you seem like a nice guy, but you know, I'm looking. You know, I'm a family man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna leave my family behind. You know, I got a kid. You know,
Total lies.
Yeah. You know, I got a kid. I gotta look out for him and stuff.
Oh, yeah? And
Yeah.
He just pulls out a little photo.
I got
of his helmet.
7 mouths to feed.
And it's just like, you and me both. Here's my little princess here.
Yeah, you get it then. You know how expensive these little shitheads can be.
Tell you what, man, he puts the little photo away.
You gotta sweeten the deal for me a little bit, you know.
Sort of just sits there for a little bit and he's like calculating some numbers in his head and he goes,
You okay
I
there,
can
Doc?
add
Your
in-
eyes doing some kind of weird.
well, I can add in my equipment funds. Carry it 3. I can do you 77,250 credits.
You're throwing in a nice gun for me and you got a deal.
Yeah, what do you want?
I don't know. I like my tools and I don't have much by weapons. I'm not much of a fighter, so I wanna live through this, you know? I need some armor, I need some weapons, you know.
No place that sells a gun?
I mean, turn around, Doc. Look where you are.
What do you want?
Take me shopping. I like the idea of it. You got a deal.
77,250.
And the weapon.
And
And he grabs his hand as he says it. He's like, and a nice weapon.
And a
Hey,
nice
he
weapon,
shakes his hand.
And we fade out as Tony. Who's recruited? Who is this person?
It's tiny.
So, Tony,
Tony.
were you here when I...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narcissus from Narcissus Silence.
Yeah, but you said your name.
I said my name and I
Okay.
said what I was doing. He said he was looking for a Teamster.
And we fade
I
out.
fixed a door and stuff.
I like that Tony's not remotely traumatized by the events of Silence and Narcissus.
It's just
either.
an everyday thing for Tiny.
Yeah, I like that Merkaba's not dead from being ripped apart by an evil monster.
That's fair. We're building a cinematic universe here. All right, now who's going to go and get? I guess Rian should go and get
So you all head back, and it's the end of the
our
night,
second character.
and you travel back. Is there a meeting point?
What about Sam's second character? We got to
Yeah, we'll get it. Is there a meeting point you all meet? It's the end of the first day. You can't recruit everyone on the first day.
back at the bar.
You go back to the bar. Are you going to hire another private booth, perhaps, to speak and give details about the mission, or are you just going to...
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anyone?
Yeah, we going to the...
How much is a
going to
private
the
booth?
Bar, you know. That's
Private
fine.
booth's 500 credits, I think it was, I saw.
And Dr. Cameron, you're walking back with Merkaba as you turn the corner. Dr. Craig, you're making your way through with Tony in tow,
Mm-hmm.
following you. And we have Gordon with
Duck.
Duck. And as you turn the corner, Jeremiah, you see someone you haven't seen in a long time. It is Merkaba.
As soon as he sees MK, he's like, face goes slick, and he just steps back from Gordon and points a revolver at him and just goes, "What the fuck is going on here, friend?
Oh, take it easy, man.
Take it easy."
Yeah.
Out of
Take
all
it easy. He's
the
gonna.
goddamn androids in the world, why the fuck is MK here? What is going on?
And we'll see you next time.
I've asked myself that the same thing, Captain Duck. Perhaps it was God's will.
I don't think God's got a hand in this, but I think our mutual friends do.
And we fade out from that tense scene.
You like that audience? Bit of fan service for you?
Fan service. Okay, so roll call. Who have we got on the crew to go to the deep?
We're missing one.
We're missing one.
What class is your other character?
He is. Crap.
Just one lady and
We've got Dr. Cameron Elias.
many
Yeah.
dudes.
We've got Dr. Craig Graham.
Yep.
We've got Gordon Good.
Good.
We've got Jeremiah Dutch.
Yeah, we do.
We've got Merkaba.
Glad to be of service.
And we've got Tony.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, it's Tony.
it's Tony.
And next time we'll find out who the final member of the crew is from Sam. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be interested in to hear what you've got in mind.
It's Dorian Black from
He's
Biodrone.
horribly mutated and scarred.
Yeah, it's the clone of, not even the
Drags
original.
one arm along the floor.
Yeah.
I should have bought Avnico, just this batshit crazy religious zealot that just is fully covered in blue.
Oh yeah, that'd
Oh god.
mix well.
No one from Blue.
That'd be ruining our canon too much, I think.
Well, everyone, that was episode 2 of Nobody Wake the Bugbear Plays the Mothership RPG Campaign 1. I've been Andrew the Warden. With me has been Samantha, Josh, Doug, and John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Remember to smash that like button, button,
Smash that like button.
and we'll see you in space.
I'm actually hyped now. It's cheap, but I feel very hyped.
It's
that
good.
we've now got,
It's good.
the canon of the many stories combining.
Also, I'll be adjusting my stats because I just went back to have a look and they're exactly the same as the numbers you gave me from before and it's not adjusted up 5.
No, I adjusted them up 5.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I looked at them on the video. They're exactly the same.
No, I increased them.
I love this one.
But the stats on the video from however long ago when we first did Rain in Blood are the same.
They can't possibly be.
But I just looked at them.
Joke's on you. They are.
Rain in Blood.
Sanity, 23...
Oh,
Speed,
it's-
43.
It's
Body.
stats.
Only stats.
Only stats,
I
not
thought it was
saves.
saves and not stats.
No, it's
All
only
right.
stats, not
So
saves.
I don't need to check. We're fine.
Okay.
We're Gucci.
Sure.
Let's go. Is there something funny, boys?
No, continue.
I was going to say we've been sitting here for like 5 minutes.
You're not here.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was the room.
This is a flashback.
Oh, it's the flashback. I'm sorry.
Let me
paying
just give you the. Let me give you
Literally 5 minutes.
the. There's your flashback cue.
Yep, sorry.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Don't smash my window.
So yeah, your
I thought you were
communication's
listening
really
to the bird.
Pause. We'll let
communication's
John-
really slow. We just get space owls
Pause.
delivering letters to us.
It's like little drop drones.
All right, continue.
It's like 3 weeks into our expedition. Oh yeah, no, we found it. We're here. We were just,
Yeah.
how comms get
Yeah.
in space.
Yeah, they just lost communications. They actually are there with the stuff.
It could be. But usually the short range comms is within hours to days. So they would have heard of them in 2 months and be able to send the message back by now. Anyway, the crew capacity.
I'm thinking we find
Pause. Not including this.
everyone's favorite slightly racist conehead Tim teacher.
Calling him a current.
It's only dialed up to 2%.
You ready?
It's okay. It's mild.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
Ready? We'll come back in.
I have 300 teeth. Cool.
Excellent.
Cool. Nice.
No doubt.
No doubt.
MK has got hacking.
It's
And,
MK. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
surprise audience.
Ta-da!
cut that out.
Bleep it out.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
I will.
Cut it out.
Hacking, linguistics, computers, mathematics.
Hey, you got a sandwich inside? I'm kind of hungry.
Who's clicking? Can you
Sorry,
stop?
that's me. I didn't even realize I was doing it until you said that.
And
What do you think?
I'm looking at it, and the first thing that comes to mind is, who designed this thing?
Are you a ship designer? You're not an engineer.
I'm not an engineer, but I have common sense.
You're a
Like,
doctor.
Welcome to a new
not a
segment.
mechanic.
This is a new segment of the podcast.
Oh, is that our new name?
It's-
podcast.
This is a new segment on the Nobody Wake the Bugbear podcast. It's been informally utilized previously, but now it's been codified. It is the Doug Has Been Everything segment of the show.
Spaceship engineer.
Spaceship engineer.
Doug's been a firefighter and a survivalist, and he's also a spaceship engineer.
There'd probably be a lot of similarities between designing a spaceship and a naval ship.
It's called...
No, it's common. So look.
This segment's called What's a Stun Grenade?
Look. There's number 2.
Hang on. Describe what you're looking at.
So I'm looking at the layout of the Raider, right? So it's like it's got like a bulbous, almost
It's phallic.
cylindrical shape at the top, and then it goes into
Alright, if you wanna
like
go that way.
scaff-looking center frame that's really long down to a triangular solar paneled engine with a circle at the end of it. But what I'm looking at is on the schematics. Number 1 is airlocks. Number 2 is life support. So if somebody's docking and they fuck up, they're going to push the dock into the life support and just wipe out the ship. Number 5 is the cryopods, which is just under life support. Number 6, which is connected to number 5 and just shortly beneath it, is the fuel tanks.
So the life support's next to the cryopods so that, we live.
Yeah, that makes sense. That part makes sense. So, but
The fuel
look-
tank's next to
but-
the engines because
but
fuel
s-
make engine go fast.
But scroll out, right? Scroll out, Andrew. look how much extra length there is down that shaft, and look where they've put the fuel tanks.
Yeah, the
like
ship-
right up the front where
The ship
fuel-
is 100 meters long.
Yeah, and they decide, you know what? Let's put the fuel tanks next to the cryopods instead of down here where the engines.
So they put
is.
the fuel tanks next to the engine because that's what they need to go next to. The
They're like-
cryopods are at the back, so someone
No.
docks the front.
The fuel pod's not next to the engine. The fuel pod's like far away. That's the engine down here.
6?
6 is the fuel tank.
That's for the diagram behind it.
Yeah,
Josh.
look that.
Yeah, I know.
Scroll down, Andrew.
Yeah, but the
Look
They're
how
still-
far 6,
Fuck's sake.
6, 7, 82 meters. It's roughly what, 80, like 70
There's-
something meters?
They're still next to each other in
So many space
order
meters.
of events.
literally.
Is space meters is math related to science?
I was
Space meters.
just looking at it, and I was just like, what? Huh?
Well, it's a good thing you don't have to
I
pilot.
mean, it
it.
also
Yes,
makes
yes. I'm not the pilot, thankfully. I imagine that.
Or are you?
you're going to come back with Jebediah Dutch, and he's going to be like, who fucking designed this shit?
You know me.
Anyway, off
So
of that
well.
tangent and on to the next one that we're inevitably going to end up on. That's a cool looking ship.
Yeah.